Yang Bahagia Mr. David Thomas, Deputy British High Commissioner. Yang Berusaha Puan Zanita Anwar, the Senior Curator of the National Art Gallery Malaysia. Yang Bahagia Datuk Seri Dr. Romana Murad, President of Romana International Sdn Bhd. Yang Berusaha Ms. Rachel Gray, the artist of today's exhibition. Board of Directors of the National Visual Arts Development Board. His Excellency Ambassadors and High Commissioner of the Embassy and High Commission in Malaysia. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri, Puan Sri, Datuk Sri, Datin Sri, Datuk, Datin, distinguished guests, our media partner, artists, ladies and gentlemen. A very good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to the Instinct and Experience solo exhibition by Rachel Gray. To begin this evening program, we would like to invite Yang Berusaha Puan Zanita Anwar, Senior Curator of the National Art Gallery, to share a few words.
Thank you. She's ready. Our handsome MC for today. Assalamualaikum and welcome everyone. Selamat datang dan salam sejahtera kepada para hadirin semua yang dihormati. Dan dengan izin saya ingin bertukar kepada bahasa Inggeris kerana saya mohon berucap dalam bahasa Inggeris ni untuk pemahaman tamu kehormat kita ya. Dengan izin. Our honoured guest, Mr. David Thomas, welcome to Malaysia. It's your first month. He's just landed in August. Our Deputy Head of Mission of the British High Commission, Deputy British High Commissioner of Malaysia now. Ms. Rachel Gray, our artist who's produced these works for over 2 years and has not been sleeping well until tonight. Datuk Sri Dr. Romana Murad, President of Romana International Sdn Bhd. Our distinguished guests, our Chairman of the National Art Gallery, our pioneer, Datuk Tan Sri Kamaru Arifin is with us today and we are honoured. We are so honoured. Our beloved guests from the other embassies, the diplomats of Argentina, Kazakhstan, we have Italy, we have the Royal House of Thailand, we have the High Commission of Lesotho and Mauritius here, I have been told. And we are indeed blessed with Gallery Shah Alam and several gallery owners here looking over at your works today. And we have the National Book Foundation, Cik Razali. We know that he will bring this knowledge further through his efforts. And allow me to say a few words of welcome on behalf of the Director General of the National Gallery, who is not able to attend for he has some ministerial events at Putrajaya and apologize for not having been here. But first, contrary to what you have read in our invitation card, I am not the curator to this show. We have Encik Zulkifli Zainal. Thank you, Zulkifli, for putting this together with Rachel. And our officer in charge of the Creative Centre is he, and we are very grateful for that. Nonetheless, because I know this artist personally, I would like to take a moment to elaborate on a note, a curatorial note, observing the works of Rachel Gray. Rachel and I had first met when she was interested to report on the KL Biennale just last year, many of you know. She has obviously grown in her style of production and modes of expression, that we are able to enjoy her pieces here today. And she's now exhibiting a show alongside our National Gallery's 60th anniversary celebrations. Yeah, the National Gallery is now a senior citizen, kami dah jadi warga emas. But we are ever more blessed with emerging artists like Rachel showing alongside us. Art has evolved through many centuries, and artists from the Altamira caves in Europe and the Niah caves in Malaysia have communicated to us by reproducing their instinct and their experience, these 2 words from Rachel, via basic technical reproductions, manipulations using handprints actually, and earth pigments, to come to the point where today artists are using multimedia and several other techniques. Although Rachel is not indulging or affronting us, shocking us with the young British artist Damien Hirst's style of talking about animals, the shark piece, statements of portraying those intriguing animals to remind us of our human mortality. Nonetheless, she is pressing us to look at our animals nonetheless. Today, and for the occasion of the young British artist, it is Rachel Gray. Our YBA of today is Rachel Gray. But Rachel has not had it easy in her choice of media, I know. First, one would have thought that taking a really good picture is enough, and an artistic photograph is enough to make you a good photographer, a good artistic photographer. But no, photography has always had to fight on and become more relevant and more fine art. And what? And photography is still considered for some too common. And what? So she has to think and she strives to be more unique. Next one is she's responsible to ensuring that the aesthetics is in place. It must be beautiful. Every piece of art by every artist here will know, must be beautiful. And the art piece must shine through. So Rachel brushes through electronic depths of perfection on the subject. So you see the giraffe is so perfect, too perfect. And she indulges in the hyperreal. What is this hyperreal? According to Jean Baudrillard, the hyperreal is something more real than real, something fake and artificial that comes to be more definitive of the real than reality itself. We are all indulging in the hyperreal in our everyday circumstances through our handphones too. Having accomplished that, Rachel reminds us of what we go through in every day, how we realize our need for beauty. Rachel questions if she was getting too comfortable with her experienced hand and technique and journeying into the hyperreal perfection works. So she tries to instinctively produce painted canvases here. You see her painted canvases. But we see her enjoying textures of colors, precious lines, very bold colors too. And she presents her abstract paintings. And ladies and gentlemen, here at the Creative Centre, we allow for that. Here at the Creative Centre is one of the 4 spaces that has been developed by the National Art Development Board that has far allowed emerging artists to step out in non-normal circumstances into the art landscape, which can sometimes be quite frightening. This space is a more intimate platform to artists who need to meet various audiences, and Rachel has told me she needs your feedback, all of you, in your various professional eye. And I welcome you all to being here today, to be with us. Congratulations to all for the efforts in striving to bring good art to the public. With that note, once again, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here today at the opening of Instinct and Experiences, the exhibition today. Besides, I know you have such busy schedules. I appreciate that so much, and I hope you will enjoy the exhibition and do invite your friends and other families and share the images through social media, please do. And congratulations, Rachel. How lovely it is today to be honored to be doing what you love best. How many love Rachel? That is what you are being honored for, to do what you love best. And to be officiated by our guest of honor, Mr. David Thomas, the Deputy British High Commissioner to Malaysia, and of whom the National Art Gallery would like to work further for future British-Malaysia collaborations. And thank you so much. Without further ado, Mr. David Thomas.
Thank you, and it's a pleasure to invite David Thomas to share his work.
Thank you. Thank you, Zanita. Your Highness, Princess Dato Seri Dr. Romana Murad, Zanita, Tuan Haji Hassan Hamza from the Chairman National Book Development Foundation, Harrison Chocolate, Your Excellencies, Datin, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon and welcome to the National Visual Arts Gallery in this 60th year, for which many congratulations, to celebrate the launch of Rachel Gray's Instinct and Experiences solo exhibition. I feel privileged to not only be speaking at this wonderful gallery during such an important anniversary year, but also to have the honour of opening the exhibition of such a talented British artist. You may not know that Rachel is the only British artist to have been awarded this great opportunity and honour during the 60th year anniversary. She's only the 5th British artist to have a solo exhibition here, following in the footsteps of Henry Moore, who exhibited in 1968, and Frank Swettenham in 1985. But Rachel is breaking barriers, being the first ever female British artist to have a solo exhibition here, which I think is worth an extra round of applause. So you've all come here today to look at the exhibition, so I won't keep you long from that pleasure. But I wanted to say a few words about Rachel's work and how it's taken her from Hexham, a small town in England, to Kuala Lumpur 4 years ago. She started painting at a young age. In fact, she told me when we first met that her mum and dad, who I think are here, still have her early drawings as a toddler. I'm not sure if they're still on the fridge. We're getting a bit old now. But her childhood passion was evident then and blossomed into a rich and wide-ranging career, specialising in abstract oil paintings, pet and wildlife portraiture and illustrations, as you can see today. And Rachel is well known for her expert depiction of animals. More recently though, whether it's Rachel's oil paintings, use of bright colours, distinctive brushstrokes, palette knife to create intricately detailed textures, conveying her experiences and emotions from moments in Malaysia and Tokyo, or when she takes traditional painting methods and transports them into the 21st century using software to create a unique digital painting, Rachel has gone over to the wilder side of life with the animal kingdom, and in particular the habitats and wildlife of Southeast Asia. Earlier this month, in this very gallery, the Prime Minister, Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, noted the importance of art which shows the beauty of our surroundings, and Rachel's work does exactly this. Her images capture the raw energy of the tropical wildlife found only here in the rainforests, jungles and mountains of Malaysia. In fact, many of Rachel's wildlife pieces focus on animals with iconic status for this country. The hornbill, the orangutan, the Malayan tiger. Her work is captivating, and even to an untrained eye like mine, is clearly full of emotion and respect for the amazing wildlife found in this beautiful country. I confess to being particularly fascinated by the digital side of Rachel's work, the journey that Rachel goes on to arrive at that final image. Before the digital painting can even begin, she ventures out into the wilderness, captures live shots of animals in their natural habitats. And then using traditional artistic techniques, Rachel creates an image directly onto a computer, her stylus doing the work of a paintbrush. Every image she creates is a construction, a unique piece of art, which can take between 80 to 100 hours to complete. This approach harnesses the media of traditional art, but embraces new technology. Her work combines the old and the new, the British and the Malaysian, and it demonstrates the power of cultural and artistic exchange in our global and digital society. Now for myself, Rachel's art reminds me of the animal kingdom's majesty, but also of its fragility, and the importance of working together to address issues affecting the environment, such as climate change, and tackling the illegal wildlife trade. These are issues of real importance to the UK, and I know Malaysia. And art, in all its forms, has a way, I think, of connecting ordinary people on an emotional level to these issues and encouraging action. If you look at how David Attenborough's Blue Planet 2, which was the most watched TV programme in the world in 2017, has helped raise the profile and catalyse action now being taken on plastic waste in our oceans, such as the Commonwealth Clean Oceans Alliance, launched earlier this year at the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in London. And in just a few weeks, world leaders, royalty and celebrities will gather in London to attend the 2018 Illegal Wildlife Trade Conference to tackle this urgent global issue which threatens some of the world's most iconic species with extinction. Now it's notable that linked to this conference, and to make the issues more accessible, there'll be various exhibitions going on in and around it. One, for example, is called Eye on the Tiger. It's an exhibit of iconic wildlife shots, including many of the Malayan tiger at London's Royal Albert Hall, all aimed to raise awareness of the plight of tigers globally. But it's another example of art putting important issues into sharp focus. So forgive me for dwelling briefly on these issues, but without conservation and preserving the balance with nature, we may only have these beautiful creatures in art form to appreciate in future if we're not careful. For example, there are estimated to be only 250 Malayan tigers left in their natural habitat. With poaching and the loss of natural habitat numbers, we're at risk of them becoming critical. Extinction is just a short step away. So now is the time to act, and Britain is looking to see where it can help. This desire to support reflects the historic Malaysian-British relationship, modern partnership and mutual respect. Our two governments are partnering across a range of issues from education, research and development, climate change, counter-terrorism, defence, to the mutual benefit of UK and Malaysian prosperity. But cultural exchange and collaboration and the celebration of the arts is a vital element of that relationship too. It's the glue that binds our ties. And this exhibition is a great example of that. So thank you once again to the National Visual Arts Gallery for exhibiting Rachel's work. Huge respect to Rachel for all the hard work that's gone into this exhibition. Congratulations again on being the first British female solo artist to exhibit here. And to the audience, please enjoy the rest of your afternoon and stay wandering around the beautiful pictures. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. David. It is with pleasure now to invite Mr. David Thomas, accompanied by all distinguished guests, to signing the exhibition plaque to officiate and launch the exhibition. We have a photo session. Thank you. Thank you everyone. Please remain in front for the gift exchange. As a token of appreciation, we would like to invite Ms. Zanita Anwar to present a gift to Mr. David Thomas. And now I would like to invite Ms. Rachel to present a gift to Mr. David Thomas.
My favorite.
And also, we would like to invite Yang Bahagia Datuk Seri Dr. Romana Murad, President of Romana International Cinema Art, to present a gift to Mr. David Thomas. And then the last one from Ms. Rachel to National Art Gallery. Thank you everyone, and now I would like to invite Mr. David Thomas, accompanied by all distinguished guests, to view the exhibition. Thank you for sharing your time with the National Art Gallery this evening. Thank you.